right, I got Bryant Richards here from Double Diamond Ski Shop right there. Takes up all of the village of Lion's Head as soon as you walk in. Bryant, how are you today?
I'm doing great this morning. Good to see you.
Hey, I want to let people know that, like you were talking off camera, the age-old question.
Yes.
My feet get cold. How can I keep them warm?
My feet get cold. How are we going to keep them warm? How are we going to stay warm up on the hill? Wanted to bring out a new boot from Salomon this year. This thing is the X Pro 110, but it has custom heat. And so we really, really like this boot a lot because it has two elements in the boot. So we have an element that's in the bottom of the boot, and we have an element that's in the top of the boot.
So under the bottom of your toes, where most of those aftermarket heating elements, when you put them on the footbeds, it's always underneath your foot.
That's right.
So
and
you have
there's
a
only
sandwich
one.
of heat now.
Yep, and you got a sandwich of heat. So then you come over here to this little button. You have 3 different settings. You turn it on 1, 2, and 3. If you have it on 3, it'll last pretty much most of the day if it's fully charged.
Okay.
But really a comfortable boot. The other thing that I really like about it, it has a custom shell, so I can customize it to anyone's foot. And what we do is we take this boot, we stick it in an oven for about 8 minutes, and we also heat up the liner as well, put the footbed back in, put the person back in the boot, and mold the shell around the person's foot. It makes it for a much better fit.
I mean, you want to have any of those areas where you have space, you want that taken up. I mean, you want to have complete control over your ski, and it starts right here.
It starts right here. So really customizable boot. You know, we do also do custom footbeds as well and trim to fit. So definitely able to get pretty much every boot that we have on the wall to help fit a little bit better. We obviously know that we're going to have to do a little bit of work to some of the boots right off the wall, but most of the boots right off the wall fit is really, really well.
So when you say, and let people know this, when you say it's a 110, what does that mean? Is that the flex of the boot, the stiffness?
The stiffness, yeah. And none of the manufacturers follow the same flex rating, but I would say that they're all relative and they're pretty close. You know, Salomon's 110 is pretty close to head, and Nordica's, no one follows an exact measurement of it. It's kind of just up in the air, but it's all of them are kind of relative across. They're all pretty close in flexness.
So 110, though, that's a pretty even flexing boot for most skiers.
Yeah, say 150, we're at the top of the end where the World Cup guys are skiing on a really stiff boot. You know, 50 being that entry level beginner skier. So yeah, that 100, 110 kind of right in that what we consider that all mountain category.
Okay. Absolutely. And then if you wanted to put this on a ski, what would you suggest for a ski?
Yeah, I brought out one of the most popular skis this year. This is Ski of the Year from Nordica. This is the Enforcer 93, 93 millimeters at the waist. It does have 2 sheets of metal, Titanol. It's a thin sheet of Titanol. There's 2 of them that run the entire length of the ski from tip to tail.
So what's that metal going to do?
It actually helps torsionally stiffen up the ski, so it really does well on that firmer, harder snow.
So you can carve on this ski
Carve on it really well. It's got a quick pin in the tail. We also do a little bit of rocker, tip and tail, what they call early rise, so it helps initiate the turn. The contact point gets dropped down about here. So the turn actually starts down here. It's much easier to initiate the ski and get it on edge.
But it has that nice shovel on it, so when you're skiing the crud or the chunder or the powder, it's going to let you get above it.
It helps you stay up on top. It doesn't allow the ski to dive. Some of those skis that don't have as much rocker tend to kind of dive down, but we want to kind of be up on top of it. So a really fun ski. I know a lot of people have seen this ski out there on the hill. I do have it in our demo fleet if people are looking to get out there and try it.
And how about a little tin of pocket wax?
Little tin of F4. Yeah, I love having this in my pocket on days, especially when it's cold. You know, it is an all-temperature wax, but just a little rub-on application, lasts a few runs, and really helps get the skis not being so sticky when it's this cold.
So when you're out there on this cold and you are coming down a catwalk and your buddies are zooming by you, they're probably using that.
Absolutely.
Pretty good chance.
Or they're coming in and using our infrared waxer, which we do for $15, and it's really quick, really easy, and tends to last a little bit longer than the traditional iron wax.
Okay, good job, buddy.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Absolutely. Good to see you.
Once again, so you guys are open every day?
We're open there every single day from 8 to 8. You can catch us at 970-476-5500. Okay. But I want to toss it up to Ken. We're going to get first look on first chair up there on Beaver Creek.
Nice work. Yeah. There he did it. After the break, first chair with Ken. We'll be right back.